Welcome back to the Karyn Reece Show. As always, anytime Karyn's around, spirit's around. So if you would like to enter to potentially win a reading to hear from your past loved ones or hear about your future, you may do so by visiting her website at www.karynreece.com, spelled KarynReece.com. You can also visit her on Facebook at Karyn Reece Psychic Medium, or on Instagram and on Twitter at Karyn Reece. And you can also send her an email, Karyn, Karyn, and then the little @ sign, KarynReece.com. In your submission, please make sure you put your first and last name, phone number, email address, and why you deserve to win a reading. So today we have a very lucky winner with us who wrote to us via email. Alyssa, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you guys?
Awesome. Karyn, take it away.
Quick question. Are you into like cooking a lot these days, or you're trying to like make new recipes? You're like really getting into that? Because Graham says you're doing so well in the kitchen.
Yeah, I like get bored with like recipes all the time. So I actually have like a Food Network app that I always like go through. So yeah.
I guess we'll be eating at your house because I don't cook, and well, you don't do that much cooking. You're just a baker, but I don't cook. So I'll be there. They're laughing at you. They're saying, "Oh, she's getting," your grandfather said the same thing. "She's getting really good in the kitchen." Make sure your granddaughter know that. FYI. The name Dave or David keeps popping up around you, or Davidson. Are you connected with a David? David in the living, I think. First or last name. Keep this around. I just heard that name, Dave.
I will say, I'm going to just stop you right here. The next person you're reading after this is Alyssa Davis. So
are you serious?
Yeah.
I heard Alyssa and I heard Davis.
Yeah.
So we have another Alyssa.
Yeah. Right after this Alyssa.
That means somebody's coming in for our next Alyssa.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll just have it aside. That's fun because I don't know who's on till, you pop up, which is fine by me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I do see marriage, by the way. Do you want to get married? Because I definitely see marriage with you. And I see children all around you. So you definitely have a couple of children very close in age. So I see, children up around you. I also see a serious relationship too up around you too. So are you in a relationship right now?
Mm-hmm.
We love him.
Oh, good.
Oh my God. Yeah. No wonder why. Well, that's a beautiful thing. He's lucky. You're a great cook, apparently. You're good in the kitchen. You're going to make all the good, delicious delights from what I keep seeing. And did he get a new job, your boyfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we love him. So like your house is haunted with your crazy relatives, and you got a great friend that keeps talking about she's such a good cook in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. You take after us. Apparently this is on your dad's side too. Your great Graham coming in. And she said, "You're just so good." Who was Mary, by the way? Was that a great grandmother or Maria, M-A-R, Mary?
I have my grandmother, my dad's mom. Her name is Mary Lou.
She's still living? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Graham said, give Mary a big hug and a kiss. And her grandmother, yeah.
I'm going to see her today, actually.
Oh, yeah, wonder why. And Grandpa says, yeah, tell her to make sure Mary Lou's behaving herself. So FYI, because his eyes are on Graham. So, she's not. Mm-hmm. Grandpa's laughing and your grandma's mom is laughing because they're all talking at once. So give Mary Lou a hug and a kiss. Do you like to swim a lot? Because I see a pool in your future house.
So I love a pool, and I've never had a pool. My next door neighbors at my parents' house, we go and swim there all the time. And I just moved to a new apartment building, and we have a pool with the building, and it's actually like right next to me. So I've been like spending a ton of time over there lately.
Yeah, your grandfather's life, she loves her swimming. And then when you have your own house and children, you'll have a pool, just so you know. So that'll be very much part of your life. So because I see you with your kids in your pool having a good time, your grandfather's laughing about that. Who rides a motorcycle or drives a motorcycle?
Oh, goodness. My dad used to years ago.
Okay. I was going to say, is it a brother? Because he said something about a son driving a motorcycle. Oh, thank God he doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah. No, He crashed with my aunt in the back. And I think that's like when he was like, we're done.
Yeah, that wasn't too bright, Grandpa said.
Nope.
Smart in the head on that one. You can tell him I said that.
I will.
Ed Poppy's laughing about it. He goes, don't you ever get one, which you won't.
No.
Your career house looks really good too. The only thing is sometimes I think you take on a lot of work and probably a little bit more than what you really need to, or you don't know how to walk away from it. That's the other issue you have. So you're a perfectionist. You don't walk away. So sometimes you got to be a little careful because as you get older, you'll wake up in the middle of the night. I can't sleep. My mind is going, my cortisol levels are off, my adrenals are, so you'll have a little bit of that. But other than that, you're pretty tough and your lifeline keeps going. Also, have you done anything for like breast cancer awareness at all? Or some sort of something like, because your great grandma's Mary's mother's talking about that one.
Yeah. Myself, I probably don't do enough. However, my boyfriend who I live with, his aunt passed away from breast cancer.
She's here.
Is she, I was hoping she would be.
She's here because she said, yeah, breast cancer to grandma goes, oh yeah, involvement with breast cancer.
Yeah.
Yes.
So his aunt, she was married into the family. She had a good relationship with his aunt Lori, who is probably the one you're speaking to. She put together a breast cancer thing. It's called the Pink Pumpkin Project. And we do pumpkins every fall. And usually actually we have they have their little benefit thing around my birthday.
You know, it's so funny because when we first tuned in, we kept hearing Korey, but I was hearing Lori, but I figured it sounded enough to a Korey connection. So it was Lori coming in because she said something breast cancer as well as your grandma, they're all talking at once, and she loves what you're doing. So keep up the good work with, this breast cancer awareness, because it really does make a big inroad. That's what she's saying. She was, oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you. And she said, you'll see someday, because we see it here, that breast cancer will be, it will no longer exist. If you get it, it's done. Some people have great success, some people don't, but it will be like the common cold, like so many other things as time goes on. So that's something she's near and dear, and your grandmother's happy about that. Actually, we're all talking about that. So congratulations on that one. The other thing too, do you like to go out? This is going to sound weird. Do you like to go out and pick fruit? Because you'll do that with your kids.
Anytime when we go on vacation, if we're in Florida, I'm always yeah, let's go pick oranges, or a couple 4th of July's ago, we picked blueberries and strawberries. I love that stuff.
Yeah, that's what I saw you do. Your grandfather says she likes to pick fruits, and your aunt-in-law said, oh yeah, you'll pick fruit. And then I see you into your future picking fruit with your kids. Let's go pick apples. Let's go do, or whatever you're doing. We're going to go to the farmyards and pick our fruit. So our blueberries or whatever. So this will be a fun life. A lot of what you do will be very organic with your kids, as much as you're involved in, as we all are, with technologies. You're also going do well by your kids. We're going to swim. We're going to pick fruit. It's organic. We're going to bike ride, things that I think sometimes we don't do enough of nowadays. It's about balance. So your life with your family will be balanced, but you're still going to be in your head about work. Yeah.
Surprising.
Yeah. Do you like Washington, D.C. area? Because you got some travel around Washington in the future. I'm seeing some travel around Pennsylvania. I'm going east. So I'm going to Pennsylvania next weekend. Yeah, that's what they're talking about. I'm looking East Pennsylvania and all around. Yeah, you've got, and also Cleveland pops up too. I'm also seeing Pittsburgh. So I'm also going west, east. So sort of into the northeast area, but fun trips ahead. So you have safe trips. And I saw a trip to Italy too. That's a fun trip. You're going to get to Italy a couple of times. You're going to blast. Yeah. You're going to have a lot. I always wanted to go. You'll probably go before the time you pass at least 6 or 7 times in this life. You're going to go a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. And then you're going to go to Northern Europe. You're going to kind of go a little bit here and there, and then I'm seeing California, and then so you've got and also New Orleans. So that'll be fun. So you got some trips inside in Chicago, different points around the US that you're going to have fun. But then I go back to Europe. So I'm looking at Ireland. I'm looking, up into the northern part. Then I'm looking at Greece and Italy, France and Italy. So, hey, Paisano, you'll be bringing all the good things over to Italy.
Yeah.
And you'll be drinking some good wine, by the way, enjoying it. So
love that.
Yeah, exactly. So FYI on that. Anyways, so tell your boyfriend it's time. His grandpa said that your grandparents and great grandparents, his auntie's saying that, and they love, again, your aunt says, I love about this breast cancer awareness, loves it to my heart. Grandma says, yes. Love what I say. In between lifetimes, you've seen your grandpa. And also somebody was named after him too. He's telling me there's somebody will be named a middle name or something. So probably a great grandkid, but he's talking about, I've seen you in between many lifetimes. I'm very proud of what you kids have done and how well all of you have grown up, and in your dream state too. So at night you've gone out of body. Most people don't remember, and you go on to see your grandpa. So he said, isn't my granddaughter beautiful? And he said, although it's been a while, he's behaving himself. So tell Mary Lou, Grandpa's behaving himself. He says, my heart is with your grandma. And he says, the girls chase me, but nobody's like grandma. She's the love of my life. And he said, Always. So here's something you can do when you go to bed tonight. You can say, we'll remember seeing you, Grandpa. Your pool, though, will be very much a sense. So when you start your family, you'll be very involved with family, cookouts and whatever. I see a smaller house to start, like most people do, and then a bigger house into the future. So, you'll continue to upgrade, but a pool will be something you're always going to want. Okay. So like your fiance will want a hot tub at some point. So maybe you can compromise, but that'll be when you're, old farts getting ready, looking at the maps of Italy. Well, when we get to Italy, we're going to go here, there, and everywhere. So, and you're going to have fun. I saw North Italy. I see South Italy. So I look at the Amalfi Coast. I look at Sardinia. Like I'm going up and down. I'm looking at Sicily. You're going to have a blast. So fun is going to be something that will be your middle name when you're traveling. So FYI on that. Did your company have a merger recently, or were they looking at like acquisition or merger or buyout?
Yeah, we so I work at a college, but we just went from Medaille College to Medaille University.
Okay, all right, because your grandfather said a change with work, and I saw school all around you at the beginning. So yeah, that's what he was talking about. He says there was a change. Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Good. It's good for longevity if you want. It makes sense. Yeah. Keep up the good work. And by the way, your grandpa is your number one fan, he said to tell you. He said, Karyn, oh my, he was like talking up the storm. Then your other grandma or great grandma was talking. I mean, they're all like vying for your attention. Did you get a new chair, by the way? Is that a new office chair? You want a new chair?
Yeah, this is, I'm in his office right now. He got this when he got his new job because he was going to be sitting in it all day.
Grandpa likes the new chair. I like your new office chair. He says it's comfortable. That means Grandpa sat in your chair already.
Good for him.
That's validation. No, you've got great things ahead of you. Onward and upward is what I keep seeing. And your aunt appreciates the breast cancer awareness. Your grandfather says, I'll see in your dreams. You are the love of my life. You kids mean everything to me. I can't believe how big, how beautiful, and what good kids all of you are. But you make a special place in your grandpa's heart. And by the way, you think of him a lot just because you're thinking randomly, but he's actually communicating with you psychically.
Well, that makes me happy.
Your cookies make us happy. Your cookies make us happy. Grandpa's laughing. He says, give everybody a hug and a kiss. And make sure you tell Mary Lou, Grandpa's eyes are on her.
I will.
And Mary's mother said, keep up the good baking, honey. Your great grand.
Always.
Who's got the EL, like an Elaine or an Ellen? EL?
I mean, when you say like EL, I think of my sister, Gabrielle, but I don't know.
Oh, Gabrielle. Oh, that's okay. Somebody L. I couldn't hear Gabrielle's. Somebody was talking Gabrielle L. Oh. Gabby's a lot of fun, isn't she?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Tons of fun.
Oh, she was bad in a past life. You had to save her. I was asking who a Gab was earlier, now that I heard a Gab or an Ab earlier. So they're all talking. I hate when they do that. Yeah. Give Gabrielle a big hug. Your brother, big hug from Grandpa, obviously. Big hug to you, but you make your grandfather very, very happy. And, Mary's parents too. So Mary Lou's and your other Graham, they'll see in your dreams tonight. Actually, they'll see your boyfriend in his dreams tonight. His aunt, and his grandparents. So you better tell him. Okay. Just saying.
Oh, I'm going to ask him in the morning. I'm so excited.
No cookies if you don't put out.
Right.
He's a good guy though. They love him on the other side. Your grandfather really loves him. So if he likes him and your Grams, he's got to be good.
Good. I hope so.
Well, Alyssa, thank you so much for joining us today. Hopefully this gave you the peace and the closure that you needed. Karyn, thank you. And Spirit, thank you.